Start and let us know when we're... Well, good day everybody. So 1 day to go, and then you go. So we're in
countdown.
we're in Vuda Marino, and we never got to do Gary in Panama or even Antigua because of all the challenges. You know, getting qualified done in Antigua, and then very short time in Panama because you set off late from there.
Yeah.
But you're here now. You're feeling good.
Yeah, feeling great. Yep.
Enjoying the
ride. Yeah, had a good break, and went home for a couple of weeks, and that was great. And in the freezing cold in Sydney, but yeah, it's lovely here. It's been great so far. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting hot, eh?
Yeah.
So we're going to do the boat tour. So this is a boat tour. It's a great boat, and I don't think I need to say much more than the fact that you're a shipwright of some note for some time.
Yeah, pretty well since I was 16 years old. I started my apprenticeship, I think, 16, nearly 17. Had a few years out of the industry when I went to Western Australia, but yeah, most of my life been working on boats, building boats, repairing boats, restoring boats, all sorts of stuff, yeah. Okay,
so you're watching this. If you find something wrong, put it in the comments. Sort of pick the fault, but I don't think there's going to be any.
No.
That's a bit of a joke, Aussie joke, but you're an Aussie.
It's not perfect.
From Sydney, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And I think we can get straight into it. So it's easier for me to grab the camera, because then I know we're talking.
It's on the wide angle.
It's on wide angle, okay, so we're talking about the same things. So the first thing I noticed when we got on the dock, there's a bit of chaos going on the dock. There's another bowsprit down there, and I said, geez, who hasn't got a bowsprit on? And what's the story?
Well, I was making one. I thought I might as well make two. You never know. You could break one. So, yeah, it's not that heavy. So,
exactly.
Yeah, just better be prepared.
Planning, preparation, execution.
Yeah.
So everything looks pretty standard, 580. You got lots of, you got a soft bobstay there, and the usual stainless steel bits. You got the reefing gear for the head sail. Any specials I should be looking at? Anything in particular?
No, not really. It's all pretty standard. I think what most people have got, similar sort of setup. Everyone's got a little bit different, but
No, that's cool.
Pretty stock standard, mate. I suppose I haven't got the cuddy cabin there, which most people have got, just a hatch.
Oh, so you just got just the hatch?
Yeah, which is really good because in the middle of the night, if I can just open that hatch and I've got the sliding seat inside, I stand on the seat and I'm out here, I can see right around 360 degrees. It's fantastic,
And you can juggle the reaches and stuff. It's a bit like Jester.
Yeah, a little bit, but taking sexton sights, that's a really good spot to take them from as well, because you're locked in there sort of thing. So it's good. I copied it off the Blenkinsops. They did the same on their boat. So as usual, I was running out of time, and I thought it's a lot of extra time to build a cabin than just whack a hatch in there. So, and it works well. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. So you must have a good preventer for your main. Because you wouldn't want to stick your head up there and have a go across.
No, I've got the standard figure 8 thing, but I've also got another preventer I run forward and back.
Okay, so under the boom there'll be a climbing abseiling figure 8 onto either side. You've got Lumar hatches, Lumar vents there. How many vents?
Yeah,
you got?
two Lumar
side
vents.
by side.
They're
You got
really
another
good.
one or just those ones?
Just those two. Yeah.
Oh, jeepers, not much airflow.
Yeah, it's
Crossflow,
all right though.
but it's okay.
I generally keep the hatches cocked most of the time,
Yep.
unless it's really rough. Yeah.
That's all right. And standard Selden rig. Everything's pretty solid there.
Quantum sails.
And you've got an awesome Dodger, eh? Your Dodger is nearly as good as Trekker. Not quite, but nearly.
No, it was built by Shane Beechel in Pittwater in Sydney Harbour. He's done a great job. He's a fantastic marine trimmer, and I thank you very much for doing that for me.
Yeah.
And it just keeps you out of the weather, basically.
And it looks right.
Yeah, and it looks pretty schmick, actually.
It looks really good. The profiles are right.
Yeah.
Covers the hatch, so you're not going to get clobbered down
there.
Yeah,
when it's raining, unless when it's blowing hard from astern, But
yeah.
I can sit just down there inside and just hide from everything, and have plenty of airflow and whatnot.
That's
so
cool.
It's good.
So you got the winches, like the old man winches, like I had.
Yeah. I
easy.
sort of went with the self-tailers. Just because anyway.
How's your solar panels? They're all right. Flex Solar.
Yeah, they're good. Made in New Zealand. They're very good panels. Yeah, I put another one on this one here while I've been here at the back.
Yeah.
Now we've got Starlink. This was only ever set up just for the tiller pilot and the inverter.
Yep.
Which they don't use that much, and then the Starlink sort of changed the.
So you might be over the rules now.
Am
55.
I? Is it? No.
That's 50. Is that 55?
50, I think.
55. How big are they?
Am I over the rules? So
Lucky you're only giving the last leg. Otherwise we'd have to have a chat, eh? Although technically you could be mobile. Yeah, they're mobile because you can unplug
Well,
them.
I can, yeah. I can put them all over the place.
Okay,
and that
yeah.
was, that
Technically,
was,
it's 150 mounted and 150 mounted and 50.
Well, these ones aren't very efficient either because they're just flat on the deck. You know, these ones are more efficient.
Yeah.
And so I was having trouble with this side just because it just wasn't efficient with the one panel. But and I did have a floating one, but then the lead broke on it. You know, in no time.
Okay. Then you're not illegal, it's okay.
You know.
You just got your 50 out here for the time being.
Peel it off. Yeah.
Yep, all right, that's cool. So there's no surprises here and everything. You've gone for, what's the timber? Teak?
Teak,
like
yeah.
Teak. Yeah, it's all teak handrails.
It's
Did you buy that or you had something down the back of the room?
It's recycled slats from a boat we built which was never finished up in Burma. It's just the seat slats, and I had them all at home or in the workshop, and I thought, they look really nice. So we cut them up, shaped them, and put the little bases on them, and that's really good. It's nice to grab onto, and it's got a bit of non-skid, and it's really good to put your foot on against, So I like it. It's fantastic. Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
And I've sort of kept these struts. On the cabin side, because a lot of them go in here somewhere, and I just thought it was a lot of toe stubbers, so that's what allowed me to put the toe rail right out on the edge.
Yep, exactly. It's all very solid, eh?
And all these are all from Shane Beesham once again.
Yeah.
These are recycled bimini frames off a boat.
Perfect.
Yeah, he was moving workshops. He said, "Do you want any of these?" And I looked at them and went, "Oh, shit, I can make stanchions out of that." So a lot of the stainless stuff's all recycled as well.
So you got your mates to make up all the stanchions?
Yeah. I got the bases laser cut.
Yeah.
And Gary Hardy from Ironbark Engineering, he come round and we welded them all up, and he did my push bits and pull bits.
Hope he didn't charge you too much.
No, he's hurting, but anyway, he's a good friend and he done a great job, So yeah,
that's cool.
And a lot of it is recycled stainless that we use, so we did a bit of that recycling as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop aboard and we'll sit in the cockpit and have a chat and see what goes on. You got the EVA foam as well.
Yeah,
so it's cool stuff, eh?
It's got really dirty. It was like really mouldy, and I just give it. Everyone said I just scrub it with dishwashing detergent and a bit of water, and it's not perfect, but it was black before almost, But it's really nice on the feet.
Yeah. That's cool.
And it's nice, you can actually sit on it quite comfortably.
Yeah, it's really good. I love the stuff. So have it everywhere. Okay, and you got the get rid of the main rudder, which is up forward, I believe, the 580 rudder.
Yeah, two of them.
The Hydrovane Central. You happy with it?
I am. I mean, it's possibly the bigger. I should have gone with the bigger rudder, that they apply, they offer for it, and I just took the lightweight one, which is about that much shorter than the bigger rudder.
Yeah.
And I developed this fitting here for the tiller and all that, and that was all approved by everybody.
Because you were one of the first ones to go across with the idea of Central.
Yeah.
And so okay, as long as we've got good engineering on that tiller arrangement.
Yeah.
And so you had to go through the process of designing it, and then in the end, everyone else has been sort of.
Well, I got it made for everybody. So that was good, and Hydrovane approved it. Yeah. They saw it and they were quite interested in it, so that was a good thing. But I think I said to you before, when my tiller pilots died, it's so easy to put tiller pilot on if this isn't cooperating, but it's not really that not cooperating, it's you not knowing how to use it properly. So when the tiller pilots died, then I really learned how to use it, and I love it, I think it's great, And, I don't see any need to put off the side and have another rudder and all that sort of stuff, I'm happy as it is like that.
Yeah.
And this here, that is the part of the old mast of the sabot that my grandfather built me when I was 8 years old.
Classic.
And the flagpole's the same. It was under Mum and Dad's house.
Yeah.
And I thought, bugger it, I can use that as a tiller.
The flagpole's on the dock at the moment.
It's on the dock,
fitting down there.
But it's all part of the old the mast of my sabot that my pop made. So a bit of,
You've got a bloody, bloody little universal here from the bloody hiking stick.
Yeah, they're just, that's what they are. They're great. They're really good.
That's a good idea. We were using windsurfer mast bases, but
it's a similar sort of thing.
Yeah, but that's perfect.
Yeah, and this one, I saw them and I thought, it's bloody good. That works well, and I made
tidy. That's glass as well. You glass the crossover.
Yeah, and it's just a little ridge on it to stiffen them up. Made all those up.
That's very slick, very
Actually,
simple.
when I went home, I was trying to find that other one because I knew I had another one of these things that I made.
Yeah.
And I'm looking in the workshop everywhere and no one saw it, and I thought somebody's thrown it out.
Sounds like a typical workshop, yeah.
Well, somebody's thrown it out anyway. It turns out it was under my house at home, so I was about to make another one, and then I thought, oh, thank God it was under the house.
Okay, it doesn't come much simpler, so it's just got a hiking stick, tiller extension, universal, and got pluggable solar leads there, so it is mobile. It goes down, and you've got all the usual bits and pieces down here to get cables through and stuff. Yeah. What's the U-bolt there used for?
That was and they're
Yeah.
underneath here. I'll show you this side. Yeah. It's solid timber right through to about.
Coming around here.
It's solid timber, right? You know, that thick right through to here.
Yeah.
So that's bolted. They're through bolted. You know, so that's like a big
When
knee.
you say solid timber, you got the plywood there. And
there's plywood, and then there's a bit of teak, like solid teak right through that thick.
Yep.
So, and that's
super strong.
Super strong, and that's just bolted right through all that. And that, you know, I've got some shackles to put on that, and then the sea brake, the Burke sea brake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought, you know, they're really strong, those things. So, yeah.
You've got a modification there on your runner block. You've got your runner tackle running off the flexible runner.
Yeah.
Then you've got a main tag line going through a big block.
Yeah.
To the cheek block up the front there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, luckily, I got friends in the industry.
Yeah.
And Westy and Peter Gardo, they were out helping me set all this stuff up, and they said, oh, you know, because I said, oh, we'll just run the line, we'll run it forward, you know, we want using it.
Yeah.
And they said, you'll have too much bloody rope hanging around, you know. So this line just, you know, that's all the rope I got basically, instead of that really, really long piece of rope.
Yep.
And it's a really good system. It works really well. It's easy to use.
Yep.
And all you got is, you know, you got another bit of rope here, but not that much, you know. So it's pretty good.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, very good.
And I've got a couple of little cam cleats just there.
Yeah.
For Westy said, oh, you need a tweaker for the spinnaker, but it doesn't really work that well, so I took it off.
Just run it through the block straight on the winch, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, you need to put another sticker there.
Yeah. No, I got them. I've got to do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, geez, I like the Dodger. You've done a great job of that.
Yeah, it's nice.
So, nearly as good as Trekkers.
Well, you know,
how the guys are sailing without a bloody Dodger.
Even this little
cuddy
you
up
can put
there,
stuff there. And Cole said to me, "Where's your bloody
That's
drain
a
holes?"
great idea.
He said,
Ours didn't have that.
He said to me, "Where's your drain holes?" I said, "I won't need drain holes, mate," and it doesn't, you know, because no water gets in there really.
Yeah, that is really good.
That's great just to chuck stuff, you know, your phone and all that sort of stuff. And
no, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. But
right.
no, this is great. It's, you know, it just makes a lot. I mean, it's a bit awkward to get around sometimes, but it doesn't. You get used to it.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic. Yeah, I love it.
No. All a good look. So what else are we missing? You got a big floodlight there. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Same on tracker.
I got that idea from you.
Yeah. No, it comes in handy.
Yeah. Sometimes when you go up forward, it just lights up the whole thing.
On the back of the boat down there, we got the boarding ladder getting a bit grimy. So,
shit! Oh yeah, I forgot that was down. No, I'll get that cleaned up.
And then you got the dagger boards, and you got big flappers on your
on
the
cockpit drains,
draining ports there.
Yeah.
And you've got the other
torpedo
board. Yeah, torpedo. So that's okay. Still going all right.
Yeah, it's intermittent.
Intermittent, like them all. Yeah.
Yeah, they just I just tested it yesterday to make sure it works. So it does work, but anyway. We know there's been a bit of controversy with electric motors.
No, I think it's just keeping them all going, you know, trying to look after them. A lot better than petrol, and it's a little boat. So there's a whole story there.
Yep.
Okay, let's go down, jump down below and have a squeeze.
Now to get down, I just turn around like this, you know, and everyone goes, how the hell do you get down here? And it's actually quite easy, you know.
Because every boat's got its own bloody system, eh? So there's a step there. Yep. And there's another step there.
Yep, and then just come straight down and
straight down. Yep.
It still is a little bit messy down here, but anyway.
Oh, stop sounding like a housewife.
Yeah.
Oh, where's your cushions? Don't tell me you're doing a carry.
No, they've got these.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, they feel good.
Yeah, they're not too bad. Really good. It's they're comfortable enough to sleep on, and I've just got a couple of blankets. I put a blanket down and then on the base, and then one over top me, and pillow, and that's it. It's pretty simple. I mean, you rarely even need the blanket on top, you know. But
very nice. Geez, I'm looking at the deck head here. It's like a piece of bloody furniture. Cheapest. Would you sell the boat for 20 grand? If I gave you 20? Come on.
No.
That's a joke, by the way.
If someone offered me 120, I'd sell it. But that's not going to happen.
That's an interesting figure, because there was a couple of boats that have been professionally built. One up from Holland, and the turnkey price with everything was 120 grand.
Yeah, euros?
You pay 120,000 euros.
Yeah, so that's 250 grand Australian.
Yeah.
240 grand Australian, yeah.
But that was turnkey with everything, inclling sea trials and the whole shooting match. And
if someone asked me to build one,
asked
me to build one, I'd say, you know, if you want everything to sail, sail away, it would be 200 grand easy. Easy. There's a lot of labour in it.
Yeah.
Especially I built mine from the plans, not from the kit. So you know, everything's templated, and all the panels are templated and handmade and scarfed.
Beautiful.
And
beautiful. So a quick scan around. So cheap as you got the big bloody EPIRB there.
Yeah, well, a company ACR,
Yeah.
they very kindly supplied this to me for the race.
Yeah, good.
And yeah, I went through.
That's
yeah.
a float-free case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So,
and yeah, so that was pretty good. That's $1,800 or something, that thing, you know. So I've been lucky with people.
There's someone giving it to you. It's all kind of good.
Yeah.
There's Jane. Oh, I got you on camera, Jane. Okay, so beautiful timber bulkheads and bits and pieces, and
yeah, the plywood looks quite nice. I quite like it. Yeah,
the contrast is good rather than all white.
Yeah,
we went all white.
And I really hate painting. You know this. The finish on this.
Oh,
it's
that's a board.
It's just I painted that.
You painted it?
It's just weather shield. You know weather shield.
Oh yeah,
with
external.
the foam roller.
But
it looks like a textured finish. It's
so
fantastic.
did you mask all this off, or you actually?
Yeah. No, I marked them all. Marked them all. Taped up, painted, peeled the tape off, and then I masked all this up and glued it on.
Jeepers.
Well, you end up with mess, especially if you pre-paint. You've got to do that.
No wonder you need 200 grand to build a boat.
Anyway.
You know, 120 bucks an hour.
People, this is a wish.
Yeah.
People, come up with unreal expectations. I was doing it for myself.
Wow.
You know, so
no, it's beautiful. Yeah, I can see why you'd never want to sell it. Jeepers.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So you got the bilge pump outlet there. This is, a lot of them don't do this backrest.
Yeah.
And I reckon it makes all the difference in the world. Easy to sit on the bunks. And
in hindsight, I might bring it in a bit more. The bunks are quite wide.
Yeah.
But other than that, they're great for storage.
Listen to what he's saying, everybody. I couldn't agree more, because you don't want to sit too far back.
And they're more strengthening for the boat.
Absolutely, it's box section all the way through.
Yeah.
No,
and you're building girders, where the stringers are, and this is a girder, that's a girder. So, and little vertical ones in between. So I never ever was not going to do that. With all this, it's all people sometimes don't realise, but it's all integral structure of the boat. And it's giving it more and more strength.
Yeah. And check out the cabin sole. So you didn't worry about a sole, just going straight with the beams.
Yeah.
Is that bigger than normal? Oh, it's got a plate up against
it. That's the frame next to it, basically. So that's where it was on the thing.
Yeah.
But these things are interesting because I was kicking my knuckles on nails, my shins and everything on the nuts. Yeah. And in Antigua, we found this drink we were drinking, and it had a little cap on the top. And I looked at it and I thought, geez, that's the same shape as a nut, and that might be good. So I filled them with Sikaflex and just squashed them on, and they're absolutely perfect size. I mean, that's when you hit it, but it doesn't cut you, So these ones are a bit different because I run out. But it's a really, it just worked out well, sort of thing. Yeah. I didn't think needs for cabin sole. Once again, it's
this bunk material is perfect.
Yeah, it's about inch and a quarter thick, something like that. So
it just not too hard, not too soft.
Yeah,
it's in between.
Yeah, no, it's comfortable.
That's all you need. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I had the whole, I think 3 or 4 inch. I can't remember.
Yeah,
all very luxurious and nice, but this is as much.
Well, John saw it. He goes, "Is that all you sleep on?" I said, "Yeah." He said,
"It's plenty."
He's got like 140 mils.
I know. Yeah, same
with
one.
Comfort foam on the top 50 mils or something. I thought, Jesus Christ! But anyway.
No, that's pretty good. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
And you got your life raft under the step.
Yeah, life raft, and that's my anchor and chain. Yeah, this moves back and forth.
That slides. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it flies right forward if you want a nav station or cook.
Perfect. That's what this is for.
Yeah,
these little
rails. Yeah, there's like a Bakelite thing under there.
Okay, slide it forward a bit,
and,
just to show people. Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah, it slides.
Holy dooly,
back
that's
and forth.
Perfect.
Yeah, and it also goes to this position when I stand up out there. So it's got 3.
So you can. That's fantastic.
And you can actually slide on it when you're sitting on it in your bum. So you can slide it along. So
the beauty of that stand up, you can leave the main companionway hatch shut.
Yeah.
And up here is a bit less risk. You might get a bit of spray.
Yeah, I told you the last 4 days when I had bare poles, that was shut most of the time, and I'd just pop that open and pop my head up and have a look, Yeah.
So how long do you reckon what was the longest time down below without going out through the companionway?
I reckon. Well, I think I went out for 5 minutes in 4 days or something, something like that.
That's absolutely like Jester and Blondie Hasler. But why not? That's really
I went outside and I got soaking wet. I thought, bugger that, I'm going to go and sit inside and stay warm and dry.
So you ran under bare poles for 4 days?
It was something like that.
Near enough
3.5, 4 days, something
and
like that.
And just you're jinking the hydrovane. You've got a control down here?
Yeah, the control's right there. So I had that in that hatch and just jink it from sitting on here.
Oh, yeah.
And I did have that open and sat there as well for a bit.
Yeah.
But, so that was easy, It was pretty easy,
That's pretty cool. Yeah. And you got the Iridium Go up there, and your what's the B&G? That's the VHF.
That's VHF AIS as well in that. Yeah.
You got the Echo Max there, bits and pieces, your class plate.
Yep.
That's all very tidy, eh?
Yeah.
All very good.
Wiring back in there, you can open it easy, and
and
I've actually got 2 chart plotters, one there and one here.
Okay.
Only because when we put this one in, my good friends from Anderson Marine Electrics, Chris, he says, oh shit, I said, what? He said, oh, you can't Bluetooth this. You can't Bluetooth this one. I said, what? Because I was going to get an iPad, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, oh, damn. And he said, oh, well, he said, well, if we get another chart plotter, it's going to cost the same as an iPad or something. I'll just get another one. But it is quite good. I can sit in here, I can sit out there.
Yeah.
But the only thing is you've got to have that both turned on. You know, that's like the main one, and then that's the, the whatever you call it.
Yeah. That's cool. All right.
But yeah, no, it's all pretty simple and straightforward. I had a friend down here before talking, and you know, saying how small it was, and I
It's
said,
actually quite big, eh?
I said, mate, the longer you spend down here, the bigger it gets. You know,
look,
like,
straight into it. It's really comfortable. You know, you have 2 people. There's a great 2-person boat as well. You could live on here.
Yeah, and I try not to take too much gear with me, sort of thing. And I see some people and boxes and shit everywhere. You know, and
that's cool.
I've got all my foods all stored away.
Okay. So you just got that's what the main rudder. What's your spare rudder? It's a complete spare.
Yeah,
Same
but
size.
it's only like 12 mil ply, that one, or 15 mil ply. Yeah, so it's sort of a lightweight-ish one, and that's actually got the fittings on it in case it does go down.
Okay, and you've just left it as a big bin there.
Yeah, I just it was no good for a bunk, but in hindsight, I think I might later down put some longitudinals just so you can separate stuff. You know, it doesn't slide around, but you can have a bit more organisation because when everything's chucked in there, everything you try to find's on the bottom usually. But
okay, all very tidy.
And up there, I've just got some other solar panels, only because I just bought some spares as well. But they're just up there, and I'll put them sort of out when I go home. But and that one's the broken one over there. That one there. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
A big hatch there.
Luma hatch. Yeah.
Ready access water there.
Yeah, that works really well actually.
Yeah,
just, you know, and I sort of just siphon from one to the other, and that's the main one because if you try to turn one of them and off every tank, they never stick. They always break the thread. So I just super glued that one onto that bottle, and then I just siphon from one to that bottle. That's the main sort of bottle. It doesn't take long to siphon it in.
And so all your water just in containers here, there, and
Yeah,
everywhere.
there's 2 20s and a 10. There's 50 litres there, 20 litres there, and I've got some under the bunks at the back here. Another 70 litres, I think, under the back there, or 80 litres. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So plenty of water, and I'm taking the whole thing full. I think, you know.
Yeah.
I just, you know, if you got too much water, you can have a bit of a wash, you know, with fresh water, which is nice.
What's the cooking?
A little Arrigo stove.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, like your one. They're great. Cool. And Renault today showed me his little baking thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, as soon as I get home, I'm buying one of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they got them in Australia, that's fantastic.
I used to use that on my Dunk 29. We just had just a simple thing with a lid.
Yeah.
Anyway, all good fun. And over here, fire extinguishers and bilge pump exit and
just sort of
just stuff.
A bit of storage and
that's a good idea. Handle there. I had poles up here. On the pole. That's a good one. Yeah.
I thought about the poles, and then I thought, well, I got this seat which I can jam myself between here. So and the deck doesn't flex; it's pretty strong. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, everything you possibly need. Including a Made in Australia sticker. That's an old one. I didn't know they're still using that logo.
It was on something. It was on something I bought. You know,
probably in the drawer for like 20 years or something.
I'll put it up there. You know.
Yeah, perfect.
Made in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favourite part about this boat living on board in here?
The cooking works well. Yeah, I like the cooking. I like sleeping, obviously.
Yeah.
Just, I'd like to be a little bit more organised with my storage. I keep trying to find something, and I've got to go through every locker every time to find what I'm looking for. And I tried writing it all down, and that doesn't. It sort of works, but and the nav station's good. I mean, the charts fit in there nicely, and that's just full of other stuff under there. And all this works well, I thought so. Yeah. And nothing's come flying out yet, so that was sort of.
Very cool.
Good,
Even I think you're the only person I've seen with a flange around the hatch. You know what I mean? Just to finish it off.
It just finishes it off. You know, it just finishes it off. It looks nice.
No wonder you buddy.
It's funny though. Nobody's noticed it. Nobody's noticed it yet. But here, I had to put the deck on, did everything, and then Cole kept saying to me, "Make sure you put that hatch in before you put the deck on, or whatever it was."
Oh, it's a bigger hatch.
It won't go through diagonally. So we had to cut this one here.
Oh no. Jeepers.
So, but anyway, we got it in. So, you know, it's one of those things, you're rushing at night.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, God, because I had the Sparky here, and I thought, oh, bugger it, I'll just do the hatch while he's here. And no, I did that one, that's right, I glued that in. And then the next morning, we'll get the other one in. Oh, shit. Anyway, you know, just because you've been building boats your life doesn't mean you can't make a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. So have you had much water down below?
No, just the salty feel when it's rained, but no, not too much. Just
so
water
it's
I've
been dry
spilled.
all the way.
Yeah, I've had like coffee and stuff going. Or not coffee.
Oh yeah, but
tea
no salt water down.
Nah, not really.
It's a real thing, you know. I get hung up on that when I'm on the boat.
Yeah.
You just do everything you can to stop the water.
Yeah.
I had a little bit come down, but
well, I have got a couple of these skirts, but they never sort of made it into position that you had, you know, to stop water getting on your bunk. But yeah, so I haven't no water down really. I cut one night when they got the big over the back 2 in a row and sort of half filled the cockpit. I thought, oh, thank God it didn't fill the cockpit completely and go right up and into here. Because Kerry had a big issue, didn't he? He had a lot of money, but
he had a big one.
A lot of water in, but
So another thing that I should point out is you've actually laminated your beams. Jeepers, they're like a piece of furniture. So what's the timber on this? It looks like
Oregon. Or Douglas fir for American people.
Jeepers, no knots, no nothing.
Beautiful. Like I said, I've been buying. We bought 2 truckloads of Oregon. Me and Peter probably 15 years ago, you know, and we slowly went through it. And every time I found a really nice piece, I'd go and hide it.
Too good to give anyone.
It somewhere. And and really light and nice fine grain. And
super light.
I
you
only
can
had
feel it this way. It sounds funny, but you can feel it.
And it's strong. And I only had to buy 1 piece of Oregon, you know, and that's all the frames and everything in the boat. I had to buy, you know, even the cleats I made up with the bits that, you know, these cleats made up with the bits that were too small for anything else. And laminating's good. It's really strong and it's easy to do, you know. And you know, instead of having a board of timber this wide, you know, you just cut strips and laminate. It's a little less waste of the timber. And
that's cool. So you're going to go back to work when you get back and it's all over? Back into shipwriting?
Yeah, no, I love what I do. So I feel lucky. I get up in the morning and I don't go, oh God, I've got to go to work today, you know. But and I'd hate if that was the case, you know. So, and I like what I do, and I work with great people, and you know, they're good friends and all that stuff. So yeah. Too young to retire.
So did you feel stressed or pressured all the way building the boat? Like you still enjoyed it, even with the timeline?
It was only really the last few months really that I started to feel the pressure. And then I had my knee operation. That put me off for a few months. And anyway, I got back into the boat, but I had to really be careful as I got back into working on the boat. And the last 3 months I was going, oh God, I'm not going to make it, you know. And then you go, oh yeah, I'm going to make it. No, I'm not going to make it. And but that was the only time, you know. I like, you know. I've never felt pressure with, you know, not knowing what to do because I know what to do. It was more worrying I wasn't going to make, you know, make the start.
So you obviously love your boat. That's pretty clear. And I think you're going to enjoy this leg because you're starting in a race with everyone together and you're relaxed. It's the first time, really.
First time I started with everyone.
So
we'll find out if I am really a slow sailor or I can sail a bit.
So we always say that around the world, around the bay. Now it's going to be around the bay. But what are you planning? You know, when you get the boat back? You know,
I'd like to. I want to try and leave it on a marina if I can. I want to be able to use the boat easily. And I want to use it with my wife, you know, and even my son Sid said, I'd love to go sailing with your dad. So that's my plan. Maybe, you know, weekends.
You're good on Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, Sydney Harbour, Pittwater, you know, Port Stephens. Even Jarvis Bay. And Alenka and Robert, you know, we've all talked about a Lord Howe Island trip, so, you know, when she's ready and Robert's already in the water with his boat, you know, we might even do that, you know. The Blinkies might be back by then, and even Daniel, and, you know, we might all go together, you know, something like that. So, So that's what I plan. I don't want to sell it, you know, unless...
You'd never replace it.
No, and unless, like I said, someone offered me silly money. And even then, and I'm sure my wife would go, yeah, sell it. But I'd have to really think about it and hope it went to the right person, you know. So, that'd be more for me. But, plan to use it, you know, quite a bit, you know,
Too true. You know, I can see having some fun in Sydney Harbour. People will say, you did what with that boat? I think a few people know by now.
Oh, they already know, They just wait for me to come back so they can pay out on me probably. But no, a lot of people have just, people surprise me with their comments, you know, like, how good it is and they're impressed and, you know, it's amazing what you're doing and blah, blah, blah. And to me, it doesn't feel amazing. I don't know why. I don't know. It feels great, but I don't think it's amazing.
It's because you know the boat. You've got a lot of faith in the boat.
Maybe I will later, you know. Later down the track, that might sink in what I've actually done. And,
Yeah, it is epic. There's no question. But this is something that happens with adventures. You know, we did the bounty boat trip. For us, it was straightforward. You know, we never got really concerned. But people on the outside looking in, they think, oh, jeepers, you're kidding me, you're going to die. But anyway, it's a really credit to you. You know, the build is fantastic. And you've been battling from the start through circumstance, but you know, you're here and it's epic. So
no, I was, you know, It was always, I just keep persevering, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
At the end of the day.
Tell us that story about what you used to do. You know, you're obviously shipwright and working in Sydney, but you had some big stuff going on overseas and over your.
Oh, we had a bit of a business going in Burma for a while, for 3 or 4 years, and then building boats over there and did some restorations and some big super yacht stuff.
Yeah.
Just that for a few years, and it was just very hard, you know. Even though the labour was really cheap, it was just hard to make money, and I was away from home again, and so I left the business, and Peter and Alistair took on the business, and I took the business in Sydney. We sort of separated the businesses, and but the thing in Burma's gone now because of the military and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it was a great place. We had a lot of fun, you know, building boats and all that. But being away from home for like 2 months on, 2 months off was a lot, you know, for my wife, you know, and the kids were a lot younger too. Did that, and you know, I've worked on big super yachts. Addict's a big 200-foot schooner. I've done 2 refits on her, one in 1994 and then one just in 2020. Yeah,
Jeepers.
She was in Brisbane. A beautiful boat. Yeah, my friend Paul Goss, he's a captain of Addicts, and John Goss, the ex-race car driver. You know John. Yeah, John's his brother, so they look after Addicts, and Paul's just actually retired, so after all these years. And John, I've known John forever, you know, and I rebuilt a Navy workboat for him, you know, many years ago, and he's a funny guy. It's still not finished, you know.
Yeah. So what's the range of work that you'll take on when you go back? Because you're working with other guys, but you work for yourself. So other shipwrights or electrical engineering?
I've had staff before. We've had staff, you know, and I've trained apprentices and done all that sort of stuff. Look, I could pull a team together to build a boat if I had to. I wouldn't, you know, wouldn't worry me, but that's rare these days, you know, sort of thing. Whatever comes, you know, I don't care really, you know, teak decks or
work off your
whatever.
reputation.
Yeah, you know, I've done pretty well over the years with that, so I never had to look for work. But
that's cool.
We just do anything, really. We do all sorts of weird and wonderful things, you know. So
get the weekends off now. Slow down a bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there'll be a project on something I want to do, or I know there's plenty of work around the house when I get home.
Yeah,
there's a lot of painting and all that and whatnot.
Okay, so it's off on this leg and try and beat everyone to Darwin now. Yeah. And
well, if they all go to Thursday Island, I might beat them to Darwin.
Oh, then you got to go to Cocos, you see. Anyway, who knows what.
Yeah, off to Darwin, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
And how do you reckon you get the boat back once you get to Darwin?
Probably over road, I think. It's got a few contacts, or come up with a car trailer and you know,
cool.
Take the keel off and chuck it on there and bring it back to Sydney.
No,
I'd like to bring it back with its keel on, you know. I'd like to sail it back, but it's just too hard going down the East Coast. And then they go, why don't you go around the other way? Yeah, right.
Well, there's some mumbling going on about around Australia racing.
Well, just bashing down the West Australian coast wouldn't be much fun either, really. I've lived in WA, I know what the Fremantle doctors like.
All right. Well, that's all really good. I think that's probably got the time for this. So, anything else we need to discover?
No, I don't think so.
Just such a nice feel.
Yeah.
You know, it's really the deckhead, everything.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, this isn't finished, but I just didn't get around to finishing this little section.
Jeepers, that's perfect.
You like these, mate? You like these little carbon fibre hooks?
Oh, yeah. Carbon fibre. Jeepers, you pocketed them from some other job.
No, they were offcuts of the brackets I made for the solar panel base.
Oh, right.
They cut off the heads. I thought, what can I do with these?
Yeah.
I don't know, hooks.
That's cool.
So,
it's very comfy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, you know, I'm always amazed. These boats, people say they're tiny, but down below they're bigger than you think. And, beautiful.
Yeah. And it feels a bit homely. You feel a bit better about it too, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I couldn't do a Kerry. He's gutted the thing, you know.
But he's a dinghy sailor. And,
exactly.
But, no, I like the timber and
horses for
courses. I hate painting, so, you know, especially painting all this I thought would be, you know.
What is this? This is an oil?
No, that's what everyone asked me. Everything in the boat's got like 4 coats of Everdur, and then you sand it, and it's got this, it's like a satin floor seal. Cabot or one of those, Feast Watson, and it's unreal. You brush it on, it looks like it's a nightmare, and you come in the morning, it looks like you spray painted it, you know. So, and it's easy, and it's a nice finish. I mean, it needs more. It needs more, but you know, once again, I think that side's only Everdur actually.
Okay. Well, that's all pretty good. I'm going to pass this back to Jane, so we can sign off. Jane, you're still going, Jane. There we go. You can finish that off. So thank you, Gary.
Good
luck going into the next leg and all that
thanks,
stuff.
Mate.
The boat's a credit to you. Gee, it was a nice 580. That's the best part. Another cool thing about the 580s it's sort of one design, but it's sort of everyone's got their character.
Yeah,
into the whole thing,
You've got your bit of license to do what you think looks nice, and this is how I build boats. I love boats with detailed finish and detailed timber, and not too much timber. I mean, but nice white deckheads and
So the contrast is really cool.
It's nice. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thanks,
That's
Don.
it. Thanks,
Thank
Gary.
you. Thanks,
See you
Shane.
later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's good, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you.